After 26 years of marriage and raising 2 boys,
Yeah, well, we're still working on that part.
we're grabbing our cameras to have some fun. Photography, travel, parenting, marriage, and life.
Let's get real about all of it.
Oh, and did we mention we're converting a school bus too? I'm Trish,
I'm Steve.
and together,
We're Team Rawls.
Hey everyone! So we thought we'd give you a bus update video. We've kind of been doing a lot of little things, but we'll explain here in a minute. We're actually working on a couple of non-bus videos that we hope to put out soon, but we figure we owe you guys an update on what's going on with Bob. Yeah, so we were talking the other day about how this bus renovation so far is kind of like an analogy we've always talked about when we've renovated homes, and that's the pulling of a thread on a sweater. You go to do one thing and you realize you have to do 10 other things to accomplish the one original thing. Like, you know, when we do renovations on a house and we'd say, let's change out the sink. Then we go to change out the sink and we realize we have to rip up the countertop. And then when we rip up the countertop, we realize that it's going to disturb the backsplash. Then we got to do the backsplash. So it's kind of the same thing with the bus, that we're like, let's pull up the floor. But then when you realize the floor is connected to some of the walls or the heating systems, and so it's like we can't really do one full project, one full step all at the same time.
Today we're going to work on these wall panels, getting these wall panels out. We've taken most of the rivets out and the screws, as you can see, but this is kind of what I was talking about. The wall panels go back underneath this part right here, and we basically want to leave this part. So we're just going to grind this out, basically cut the wall panel out, because we want to leave this intact. And then up here, as you can see, it goes underneath the window. So you'd have to take the windows out to remove this wall panel. But what we're going to do is just cut it right where that mark is, and we're going to end up putting wood over that because we don't want to deal with taking the windows out. But see, everything's connected. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. So you can't just take the wall panels out today because there's like 10 other things you have to consider before you take the wall panels out. This is a finished side where you can see we cut just about an inch down from the window, and there's actually some metal. There's metal under there, so it's just kind of pressing against the metal that's already under there. But that way we can just keep this part intact and it'll be ready to put wood on. This was the first panel we tried. We tried to cut it off like right at the edge. We'd seen a YouTube video where somebody had done that, but it didn't quite work out as successfully for us. So we are going this route where we're just gonna cut down like an inch down. So yeah, we're gonna have to come back and fix this and bend this back down. Yeah, I'm curious to see what anybody else out there has done to get these panels off without disturbing the windows. Basically, you just scored it, and then you have to kind of bend it back and forth to break the metal.
On the side I did. I don't want to do that on the top.
Yeah.
I didn't want the top to have a rough edge.
Yeah. Yep. So we will replace all that in there. We'll get replaced with spray foam. Plus we'll have, what, like maybe 3/4 of an inch beyond that with all the wood that we'll put there. Yeah, so it'll be a much better insulation by the time we're done. Yep. What you got there, Steve?
Well, we had some rainy, kind of cold weather a few days ago, and I couldn't really do anything to Bob, so I decided it was time to rearrange my tool bag.
I know you got it all
So
organized.
It's all organized, and
Whoa!
I did my sockets.
Whoa! I've never seen that organized. Holy cow!
I've never seen it organized either.
All right, we will take bets on how long it takes Steve to get unorganized again.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay, starting now.
Yeah, we're struggling to find a socket to fit the thing.
Yeah, you got all. Maybe you should unorganize it again, and you can find the one you're looking for.
Find the right socket for that stupid thing. And now I got them in here. I can't get them out. Maybe this is why I don't organize things.
This is what we were kind of talking about, where we're going to cut these panels at this line right here. But when you get up back behind the driver's seat, there's all this kind of stuff that it's basically the panel is tucked underneath. So that black thing there we think is the stop sign. That's holding the stop sign up, so we can take that off. But that metal piece right there, I guess we're just going to have to cut around it.
Is there a bracket on that outside out there for that?
Yeah, there's a bracket, but it doesn't look like it lines up. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, that's the right thing. I'm taking that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, so that right there is a bolt that's going into the wall that's keeping us from taking off that wall panel. So we gotta detach that. We just thought maybe we'll use this stop sign in the bus somewhere as a memento. I don't know. We'll see.
And out comes the bracket. Well, maybe. Out comes the bracket. The bracket. Get these 4 screws out right here, and then hopefully.
We could change the letters on it to say love. Or what?
S-T-O-P.
Or some other 4-letter words we could put on there.
Spin tires on pavement.
What?
Spin tires on pavement.
Okay.
Are you recording that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking for suggestions of other 4-letter words we could put on there.
Oh.
Love, live. Yeah, we'll think about that. Do not write in the comments below any 4-letter words you are suggesting. This is a family channel.
Family
Yeah. Okay, how about Steve and Trish's outdoor photography?
Not outdoor photography.
Yeah, we're not. All right. Well, I'm still going to try to think of acronyms.
I have no idea how that thing comes off.
Still hanging on there?
Yeah.
There's a bolt behind there in the back.
I see a bolt.
You see it? It's just one thing that's hanging it on.
Yeah, but I don't know where it goes because I don't see it on the inside of the bus unless it's behind that panel.
Yeah.
I bet it's behind that panel. Might have to grind out.
Oh, so we gotta get behind that panel first. So Steve grinded out that panel, but there's still that bolt that's back behind there somewhere, holding up that stop sign. Let's see if we can see it, find it.
I see it.
Okay.
Right there. It's behind this thing right here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Behind that bar.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. This is what I mean about, like, we keep thinking we're making progress, then we run into little things like this that now we gotta figure out how to get out around that bar. So it's not just these clean, easy steps that you think. So anyway, we just wanted to put this video together to show you guys that it's not all sunshine.
Rainbow and sunshine.
Rainbows and unicorns, yeah.
Whose idea was this? That's the power. That's
Yeah.
for the lights right there. This is the line that feeds
air
air.
thing that
It's an
uses-
air line because the sign comes out on air and closes on air. There's a diaphragm out there. I was wondering why that diaphragm was out there. Now we know.
Okay, so that will just pull through? Because it looks like that, will that elbow come
I'm
through?
going to take this elbow off.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was reaching. I was reaching in my bag.
Okay, then that elbow comes off, then we take the stop sign off, then we can get this panel off. Ugh.
Yep.
The inevitable thread of the sweater is constantly being pulled. Do you remember what we were originally trying to do?
Take this panel off and take the sign off.
Okay, I'm pulling it out. Yay! It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Kind of sad. Okay, we haven't gotten to this point, but this is probably the scariest part of the whole process.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay. We should probably,
You might want to sit down.
we need an R rating on this one.
Yeah. That's gonna be scary when we get to that. Yeah. Okay, so now that we got the stop sign out, Steve is going to chisel that last little piece of the panel up until where all those wires are, and then he's gonna grind all the way down the side to get this last panel off. Some cool sound effects. I wonder if we use that or something.
Start our own band.
Yeah.
Wash tub, you know?
Yeah.
Told you.
Woo! Need the gloves?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure to grab it down there.
Yay, last piece. The wall panels are out. All right, we're gonna take Bob for a ride. Maybe.
That's it. We were just moving it out of the way so we could move the other project that Steve has going on into the barn to be painted. I'll give you a little glimpse of that.
The MR2 ready to be painted.
Hank wanted a project, so we bought this little MR2, 1987 Toyota MR2, which is a rear engine car. Engine's back here. It's a little sports car, and it needed a paint job and some interior work, and it needed new wheels and tires. The old wheels and tires are over there. So now we're at the point where it's time to paint it and put all of the trim back on it again, and then it should be pretty much ready to drive.
This thing was the back door and it was buzzing when we started up Bob, so you're
I'm disconnecting.
disconnecting the buzzer.
Maybe. Come on. Something over here.
And then you'll hook those
I'm gonna
together, and
connect
what will
these
that
two
do?
together, and
Yeah.
that will make the circuit solid.
Okay, so we want
So
it.
before, it went through this little regulator thing
Yeah.
and the switch. I'm just basically taking that out, and now it's just going to make a solid loop.
Okay, so we don't need that big box
We don't
anymore?
Need, well, we don't need the big box anymore, unless you just want to cover up this. But no, you still need the box because the latch goes inside there.
Oh, yeah, okay. But it just won't make the buzzing sound anymore.
Won't make the
like
buzzing
it's
sound.
The emergency
yeah.
hatch is
yeah,
open.
It won't
Okay.
make the buzzing sound anymore.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to unplug some of the wires here that went to that sign. There's no reason for them to be still plugged in
Yeah.
if the sign's not working, but I have to figure out where they go up here before I can unplug them. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, is unplug the sign.
It'd be kind of fun to hook that up to the sign inside, so when you flip the switch up here, the sign inside would flash.
Yeah. I'm thinking spaghetti for dinner for some reason.
I'm thinking, where's that one go? I'm thinking I need to disconnect that and pull those out.
So he got in there because that air hose we disconnected that went to the stop sign that used to be right there was still spitting out air when he started the bus up. So he needs to cap that off, otherwise the air will all escape from that disconnected hose.
So one of the other things I love about doing this bus is that I'm learning all kinds of things. So for example, Steve just finished putting air in the tires, and then he's just letting the air compressor drain. And I said, so you have to let the air out of that? And he said, yes, because if you don't, it will cause condensation, which will cause the air compressor to rust. So I'm like, how does he know all this stuff? I don't know, but I didn't know it.
Well, the wall panels are all out.
Okay, so what's next?
Sealing and insulation.
Yay! All right, so if you guys are enjoying this, remember to subscribe below and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and we'll see you in the next one.